Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to add a little bit more onto our cosigner videos. And this is in response to a viewer question. I can't answer that question specifically because there's not enough information, and I can't give legal advice to the general public. But I want to. They brought up a couple of good points that I thought were important to cover. So a cosigner is a person who signs on the dotted line for someone else who has either no credit or needs help to buy something or to get a loan. If the loan is to acquire some asset, whether it's a car, a motorcycle, a boat, a house, furniture, whatever it is, it's a good idea for the party who is lending their credit to also be getting an ownership interest in that asset. And that should be documented between the two or more people who are going to get this loan, because it's that agreement that is going to control what the parties can do with the asset if there's any problems. When you sign on the dotted line for the creditor, for the loan, your obligations and rights and responsibilities as to the creditor are on those documents. So also, if you want anything extra between you and the other people that you are helping get this loan, that should be put in writing into those documents. If a cosigner is required to pay the obligation, which you're not obligated to, if the main person stops paying and you just say, you need to learn your lesson and they need to repossess the car, and you are satisfied as the cosigner that that's going to be a mark against your credit, but you think it's worth it for this lesson to be had, then you can do that. If you as the cosigner pay an obligation that was to be a mutual obligation, either because that's what the documents say, or you had a separate side agreement with this person that you were co-signing only so they could get the loan using your good credit, but your separate agreement is that you are not going to be paying the creditor, that they are promising to you that they are going to pay the creditor. That is not binding on the creditor. And so if the other person stops paying, then the creditor can come to you as the cosigner and demand payment. If one or more people owe an obligation together, whether it's a loan or any other kind of obligation, it could be also roommates. If you've signed on a dotted line with more than one person and agreed to make a payment to a third party, there is then a right of contribution. It's a common law right in the United States of contribution among the people who are obligated to make the payment. And what that means is if there's 3 people, then you're each responsible as to each other for a third. If 2 people pay the full obligation and the third person doesn't, those 2 people between them, if they each paid 50-50, they can then recover the amount over their 1/3 obligation against that third person. That is not something that's binding on the creditor. They can pursue any and everybody who is on the obligation and recover whatever they can recover from any of them. And then it's between the joint obligors as far as settling up with each other. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up, or if you learned something, leave any comments or questions below. Subscribe to see the other videos, and come back and see me next time. Thanks for watching.